Hi YouTube, it's me again. I'm going to jump on here and share one of my stories that I did on Story Jumper. So I'm going to read that book here so that you can see what it's about before you decide to buy it or listen to it. You don't necessarily have to buy it. You can just download storyjumper.com, search my name. My books that I have written will pop up, and you just click on the book and you just start reading or listening. You don't have to buy it, but it's just to read and listen to. So I'm going to go get that book real quick and I'll be right back. And this is what it looks like. And there's, my stories don't have any pictures in them, because some of them are too long, and the only photos I have on my Story Jumper is God's creation and one of my short stories. So we're gonna get into reading this. It's called The Red Road by me. But I'm gonna have to rebuy this one because it has my name on it. But I'm not a Shaw anymore, so I need to fix that. So I will be buying this again to change the name on it. So, but here we go. And this is when I started. I started it in 2013 and I finished it 2017. One boy struggling to walk the red road won't listen to anybody, not even his little brother who walks the red road. He is angry all the time, stealing and wanting to hurt people, not trusting anybody that's not Indian. Grandfather pulls him on the powwow trail. And then it's got to where if you don't want to buy it, you can just scan the QR code and you can listen to it that way as well. Chapter 1. Sam, wake your brother up. It's time to eat breakfast, said Susan Lodge. Oh, Shane, wake up. Mom has breakfast ready, said Sam Lodge. When Sam opened the door to his brother's room, Shane was not there. He's not here, Mom, yelled Sam Lodge. Well, never mind then. He might be on the reservation somewhere, probably getting into trouble, said Susan Lodge. So his mother put fried bread on the table and something to drink. They started eating. As they were eating, there was a knock at the door. So Sam got up from the table and answered the door. It was a reservation policeman. Yes, may I help you, officer? Asked Sam Lodge. Is your mother here, Sam? Asked Billy Fox. Yes, she's in the kitchen, said Sam Lodge, pointing towards the kitchen. So Sam invited him inside. Ma'am, we need to talk about Shane, asked Billy Fox. My son? Why? What did he do? Asked Susan Lodge. He is in jail for stealing a pistol and threatening to kill people with it. The white Americans here on the reservation, said Billy Fox. Sounds like Shane, said Sam. Sam, go to your room, please. How long will he be in there? Asked Susan. Well, until tomorrow. He is going to spend the night in jail until somebody bails him out or he gets out on good behavior, said Billy. I don't have that money to bail him out. He will have to stay in there until he thinks about what he did. Maybe it will change his thinking and attitude, said Susan. Okay, said Billy Fox, walking towards the door. Goodbye, said Susan. Goodbye, Billy Fox, walking out the door. I did add some Lakota language in here, but it's been so long that I can no longer pronounce them because I I quit teaching myself. I don't know why I stopped, but now I've noticed now that once I stop, I can't pronounce them right anymore. So that's why I'm not reading the Lakota language. I'm just reading what it meant. Meanwhile, back at the station, they put him in a cell with other natives. "Hey kid, what are you in here for?" asked Froglegs. "I stole a gun and was planning on using it on palefaces," said Shane Lodge, crossing his arms. "You're one of those natives?" asked Froglegs. "What do you mean, those natives?" asked Shane. "The wild kind. You got off the red road. You blame everything on Custer and not even try to make it right. You're an angry Indian," said Froglegs. Shane got up real quick and said, "Yeah, you think you got me all figured out, don't you, old man?" asked Shane. "Didn't anyone tell you to respect your elders?" said Froglegs. "I know. My grandfather always tells me, like he says, quote unquote, 'Who will tell the stories when the old ones are gone? The younger generation is getting off the red road. Walking the red road is very hard these days. He always tells me that when he tells me his stupid stories," said Shane. "He is right. And this time of day the red road is hard to walk," said Froglegs. "No, not for my brother Sam. He's the good Indian. He walks the red road," said Shane. "Oh, I see. He keeps the traditions. He keeps the stories and language intact," said Froglegs. "Yep, that's him. They don't mean anything, them powwows. It's just Indians dancing for the white man and telling their stupid stories. Fried bread and bologna." Shane Lodge, getting angry. "You're wrong, Shane. Every story has a power, a gift. We dance because we are sad or mad. We dance for our children. We dance for our Creator. We dance for our loved ones. We dance for the old ones who can no longer walk. We dance for those who went up to see the Creator. We dance for those who are serving for our country." Froglegs standing up tall. "Whatever, man," said Shane. "You hide behind your fears. If you want to hide behind your ignorance, go ahead. Nobody is stopping you, Shane," said Froglegs. "I am an angry Indian. I don't trust any skin that's not Indian. Now leave me alone," Shane Lodge asked in a rude voice. Then Shane went to sleep. Back at Shane's house, Susan Lodge was sitting on the couch smoking a cigarette and crying her eyes out. Sam came into the living room and looked out the door. Susan quit crying and looked out the back of Sam's head. "I feel like my head is in the bathroom and my belly is in the kitchen, and my legs are in the bedroom," Susan Lodge said while smoking. "It's going to be all right, Mother, I promise," said Sam, looking at her. "A call to the Great Spirit will help us get through this mess," said Sam Lodge. As he was walking out the door, he went across the street to his grandfather's house and sat down with him outside on the chair. "Something is troubling you, grandson. I can see it in your eyes," asked Running Bear. "It's about Shane, Grandpa. He's getting bad. He is moving away from our traditions. He thinks too much of the past. He makes Mom cry all the time. She can't sleep. She's worried about him. He thinks he can do whatever he wants with people, like trying to kill them or control them," said Sam. "Yes, he is an angry Indian, blaming his troubles on other people," said Grandfather. "Grandpa, maybe if Dad came back into our lives, maybe Shane would change. Mom said he quit drinking since he moved to Arizona to break horses for money," said Sam. "Maybe, grandson. I may lead him down the powwow trail. I need to go to Albuquerque and tell our stories. He's old enough to drive now," said Grandfather. "What's the powwow trail?" asked Sam. Grandpa smiled. They both got up, and Grandpa went to Sam's house and talked with Sam's mom about Shane, taking him to the powwow when he gets out. Chapter 2. So finally the police let Shane out today. So Shane was walking home. As he was walking home, his buddies saw him and picked him up. As his friends dropped him off at his house, he saw his grandfather sitting outside with a hand drum, and all the little kids were sitting in front of him, listening to his stories. "I'm going to tell you a story that was told to me long ago," said Grandfather, beating on his hand drum. All the children started smiling, and their eyes were filled with excitement. This story was told to me by my grandfather, who heard it from his grandfather. It's about a young boy named Black Hawk on a vision quest. He was trying so hard to seek a vision from the spirits. He wanted so bad to be a man and to come back to his village with power and wisdom. When a young person was seeking his way, looking for answers to guide him along the good red road of life, the elders took him up to the mountain and put him up 4 days and 4 nights. No food, no water. He just had his buffalo robe and the chanupa, the sacred pipe, and his self. So he started singing his song. Then all of a sudden, a voice yelled out, "Be quiet!" This was called the Himbleche, to seek for a vision, a dream to show him the way. Black Hawk continued to sing his song. I know a little bit. Some of it just now came back. That's why I said it. It just started come back to me. Is your name No Ears? I am Black Hawk. Who speaks to me? The spirits? There are other mountains you could have picked. Why here? All night long we have to hear your singing, crying, talking to yourself. What are you, crazy? I come seeking a vision. I come seeking a vision. You're not worthy of a vision, Black Hawk. Black Hawk went back and sat down on the mountain. He was wet and cold and furious about the mountain. You will not give up this quest. You are a strong warrior. Then the mountain spit out smoke, and it started moving. And when it rose up, it looked like a bear. So Bear Butte. Rocks were tumbling down, and Black Hawk was hanging from the bear's nose on a tree limb. As Grandfather was about to finish the rest, Shane stopped and saw him from his house and went inside. What happened, Grandpa? Asked the little boy. Did he get eaten? Asked another little boy. Did he get eaten? Repeated Grandfather. Black Hawk, said the little girl. I don't remember now, said Grandfather. Grandpa, said all the children. It was told to me long ago, said Grandfather. Bear Butte must have ate him. I know it, said the little boy. Chapter 3. Hey, Mom, I'm home, said Shane, walking in the house. Hey, brother, smiled Sam. Hi, sweetheart, said Susan. She was cooking fried bread and a pot of beans. Shane walked in and Sam was watching a western on TV. Hey, can I borrow some cash? Asked Shane. Oh yeah, there's $1 million in casino money under my dresser. Just leave me a few thousand, said Susan. Whatever, said Shane, looking through her purse. Hey, listen, I need to talk to you, Shane, asked Susan. What? Asked Shane. It's about Grandpa. He's getting old. He's been talking about, taking the journey, said Susan. He's been talking about taking that journey for a long time now, said Shane. He's almost 87, said Susan. Yeah, he told Eddie Two Balls that he was 102, said Shane. Yeah, he told his white lady looking for an Indian name last week that he was 49, laughed Sam. They all left. I'll be home later. I know Grandpa, Shane. This is going to be his last powwow. He wants to go to New Mexico to the All Nations. Why? Asked Shane. He's a storyteller, one of the last old ones, said Susan. Can he send a He-Man? He's too old to go 600 miles, said Shane. Yeah, but you're old enough to drive, said Susan. Oh, no, said Shane. Oh, yes, said Susan, crossing her arms. Why me? Shouted Shane. Because he don't want nobody else. He wants you, Shane. He wants you to get him to the powwow, said Susan. Sam is trying not to listen to the yelling and arguing while watching TV. I can't, said Shane in a firm voice. Can't? Said Susan. I got things to do, yelled Shane. Like what? Somewhere on the reservation. What are you going to do? Get in trouble? Said Susan. Volunteer work. Community service. Help my mother pick choke juries. Anything but that, said Shane, walking back to his room and slamming the door. Shane's window faced Grandpa's house. He peeked out the window, through the curtains, and saw his grandfather sitting and telling his stories. Back at Grandpa's house, he continued the story. Black Hawk could do nothing but hang on for his young life. Then he got out of the branch and rolled down the mountain. He said, See, I'm a strong-hearted warrior, seeking a vision. Then the rocks on the mountain started to roll down a hill, and Black Hawk started running. Stay strong. Seek your vision. You'll return to camp with wisdom and power. Then he yelled out and heard a noise and turned around. A tree was leaning towards him, about to fall on him. His buffalo robe slipped off of him and he started walking backwards, and he tripped and fell and started rolling away from the tree and calling for help. Help me, Tatanka. That means buffalo. Then his buffalo robe started forming into a buffalo. The buffalo stood under the tree, and as it fell on the buffalo's back, Black Hawk yelled, How'd you like that, spirits? Do you see how powerful I am? Now give me a vision. When he said this, dark clouds started to roll in and thundering. Black Hawk saw Thunderbird in the clouds. He was afraid and ran. As he was running, Thunderbird opened his mouth and swallowed Black Hawk, told Grandfather. So what happened? Asked the little boy. What? Asked Grandfather. To Black Hawk. What happened? Asked the little boy. Thunderbird made a great storm. Lightning came out of his eyes. Black Hawk tried with all his might to meet the trail of his Himblechi. Could he or could he not? Asked Grandfather. I think he could have, said the little girl. I'll tell you the rest tomorrow if I am still here, said Grandfather. So all the children got up and ran home. Shane pulled the curtains back and started shaking his head, and he laid on his bed and took a nap. He took a long nap until the next morning. He was really tired, so he slept very well. I'm just now getting over a cold, so you'll have to excuse my coughing. Chapter 4. Next morning, Shane woke up from his mother's cooking. He heard bacon sizzling in the pan and walked into the kitchen and sat down at the table. His brother Sam was already sitting there drinking coffee. Then Grandfather came inside and sat down and started drinking coffee as well. Sam started to smile. What are you smiling about? Asked Shane. Nothing, smiled Sam. Hello, my grandson. Can you take me to the powwow? I'll give you my best pony 1986 V8 Special. Its name is Many Miles with no muffler, but it runs just fine, said the grandfather. Really? I can have your pony? Asked Shane. Yes, but if you take me to the powwow, you can have it, said Grandfather. I guess, whatever, said Shane. Good, it is settled then. Grandfather walking outside to finish his story. All the kids came running back to Grandpa's house. So Black Hawk came down from the mountain to talk to his grandfather. I have begged, I have prayed, I have starved, and they give me nothing. The spirits don't listen. They ran me off the mountain, said Black Hawk. You must go back up then, said Grandfather. I have no more knowledge now than when I first went up. No vision for me, said Black Hawk. Then go home, said Grandfather. So Black Hawk went back up the mountain and sat down once again. You see, kids, wisdom and power, it comes from within the soul of a man. When he realizes his relationship in the Great Circle, his oneness with the universe and all its powers, when he realizes that at the center of the universe is a power greater than himself. This power cannot be worn like your t-shirt that says, My heroes have always killed cowboys. It cannot be carried like a gun. It is within, said Grandfather. Back to the story. Then Black Hawk starts singing again on the mountain. Black Hawk now has gone 3 days and nights without food or water, but he had yet received his vision. Hunger he could withstand, but it was water that tested his strength. The only vision that was coming to him was a vision of water. So he got up and walked from the mountain and saw a stream. He went down to drink. As he was about to drink, a snake rose up out of the water. Black Hawk was not afraid, but he thought it was a sign not to drink of the water. So he went back to the mountain and sat down and started singing. Then he fell asleep, and he was dreaming now. And then he woke up, holding a gray boulder rock. It has been 4 days and 4 nights, Black Hawk throwing the rock down the mountain, and nothing, said Black Hawk. So Black Hawk walked back to his grandfather. His grandfather was heating up boulders to put into the sweat lodge, and they both walked into the sweat lodge. I am angry, grandfather, said Black Hawk. Why? Asked grandfather. I have returned with nothing. I have no more knowledge than when I went up 4 nights ago, said Black Hawk. You were looking so hard for wisdom and power. Would you even know it if it was offered to you? You went looking for a vision, the way a hunter chases a buffalo, the way a warrior goes out for scalps. You fought the spirits. You believed they owed you something, that they owed you a vision. Suffering by itself brings no vision, nor does bravery or willpower. A vision comes as a gift from your vision. From your vision you have learned so much already. See now, kids, for true power and wisdom comes from within. When a man realizes his oneness with all creation, when he realizes the center of the universe dwells upon him, upon power greater than himself. This center is everywhere. It is within each of us. Go now and walk the good red road. Mitakuwe Oase. All my relations, finished grandfather. Then all the children smiled and went home. Grandfather went inside and got a glass of water, and it was getting late, so he went to bed. Mom, I hope Shane gets something out of this road trip, said Sam. Me too, sweetheart. Good night, said Susan. So they all went to sleep. I'm gonna go check on the baby. She's asleep, so I'm gonna take the bottle out. Be right back. Chapter 5. The next day, Grandfather went out and backed his pony up to the horse trailer and hooked it up. Shane was helping his mother load the pony up with supplies. You're making your grandfather happy, Shane, said Susan. He said when we get back this truck is mine. How much do you think I'll get for it over in Rapid? Said Shane. You want to sell it? Asked Susan. Yeah, I owe some guy some money for some smoke, said Shane. Then Grandfather was walking towards the trailer with a really old horse. You gotta be kidding me. He's bringing his horse, angered Shane. It's for the giveaway ceremony. 3 Moons is his last pony. He wants to give it away at the powwow. We've tried giving that horse away before, but nobody will take it, angered Shane. Hey, it will be fun, said Susan. It's going to be the Trail of Tears, said Shane. Shh, said Susan. That's what it's going to be, said Shane. It's what your father would have wanted, said Susan. Okay, hey, let's ride, said Grandfather, getting into the truck. Get him there, Shane, said Susan. Then they started to drive off the reservation and on the road to the powwow. They turned the radio on and a song came on as they were driving. And this is the song. Wind and life are blowing across the reservation, and I can hear the voice of a new generation. Oh, Great Spirit, won't you hear their prayers? Oh, Grandmother Earth, we know you care, and it's time. Yes, it's time to live. Oh, it's time. Yes, it's time to give our love and dreams. Yes, your dreams can come true just for you. It is a fine pony, said Grandfather. What? Said Shane. It is a fine pony, said Grandfather. How many miles to Albuquerque? Asked Shane. Many, smiled Grandfather. Many, said Shane. Grandfather looked at Shane's t-shirt. My heroes have always killed cowboys. I see. Was that your war shirt? A man wears that shirt. Does that make him an Indian? Asked Grandfather. I am an Indian, angered Shane. You're an angry Indian, said Grandfather. I don't trust any skin that's not Indian, said Shane. Right. White man stole all the land. For the rest of your life you wake up every morning and blame all your troubles on Custer and not even try to make it right, said Grandfather. Then they finished driving. They came to a rest area to eat when a white American saw them. He was headed to the All Nations powwow as well. My father told me the story about the bear becoming a mosquito, said Shane. He told you that story? Said Grandfather. Yeah, said Shane. He was a good boy, but like many, wandered off the red road, said Grandfather. He was a drunk, angered Shane. Do not speak like that of your own father, said Grandfather. He's not my father no more. His choice, not mine, angered Shane. The red road is hard to travel in these times, grandson, said Grandfather. Hey, brothers, are you guys headed to the All Nations? Said the young man. Yes, said Grandfather. Great, that's great. Me too. What tribe? Asked the young man. We're Sioux. Pine Ridge, South Dakota, said Grandfather. Hey, all right. Hey, my great-grandmother's grandmother. Well, her aunt was 1/3 Kiowa, said the young man. Ah, Kiowa. Strong nation, said Grandfather. Yeah, can I hitch a ride with you, brothers? Said the young man. No room. We're towing a horse, angered Shane. That's cool, no problem. Hey, maybe I'll catch you at the powwow, said the young man, leaving. A wannabe, angered Shane. Maybe he's trying to be connected, said Grandfather. 'Cause they stole our lands and now they want our sweat lodges, angered Shane. Their fathers stole our lands long ago. It was said that the white man would look on disbelief as his sons and daughters began to adapt the Indian way to learn what their fathers didn't understand. Yep, he's a wannabe. He wants to be connected. Shane saw the young man standing outside, so Shane got up and went out. All right, you can ride with us, but I don't like you, and I don't like any skin that's not Indian, said Shane, going back inside. The young man walked back inside and waited for them to finish eating. So they finished and got up and left. Chapter 6. They were driving on the road again. Grandfather was going to tell a story again. It was told among the Kiowas that there lived a brother and sister who loved each other as many brother and sister. Though they looked different and were different, the boy's name was Tehan, and he had been captured from the whites many years before. His sister's name was Talks-a-Lot because she talked a lot, but he loved her as she loved Tehan as her own brother. Then a young warrior named Broken Arrow rode up and hit Tehan with a stick. Hello, Tehan. Your head is on fire, laughed Broken Arrow. Do not insult my brother, yelled Talks-a-Lot. Sister, please go, said Tehan. When will someone see that he is one of us? Said Talks-a-Lot. When will a woman see that her brother has skin like a belly of a frog? Laughed Broken Arrow. You stole our lands. Now you wish to steal our ways? Go, shouted Broken Arrow, hitting Tehan again. The chief took me for his son. You insult his honor by insulting me. For this I will fight you, said Tehan. Your father is Kiowa. You are a Tehan, a Texan, captured from the whites. I have dreams a few red scalps hanging in my teepee, said Broken Arrow. I remember the white man's way, but do not wish them for my own, said Tehan. Your blood is not our blood, said Broken Arrow. Then Broken Arrow jumped off his horse, and they started fighting. Broken Arrow pinned Tehan down to the ground and held his knife to his throat. You must leave the Kiowas, for I see you when the sun returns tomorrow. My knife won't stop where it has today. Broken Arrow got up and walked away. Tehan, do not hate Broken Arrow. He's only angry because he let his father's ponies run away. Many colts lost in the canyon, and now he is afraid to chase them because the white men are everywhere. Do not hate Broken Arrow. It's hard to trust any white man, said the warrior. Chapter 7. Then they pulled up to a gas station and got out. They went and used the restrooms, and they were going to stay at a hotel. So they got back inside the truck and started the truck, but the truck would not start. Then it started smoking. No water pump, man, said the white American. Then a van rolled up and a young girl opened the door. Hey, headed to All Nations? Asked the girl. We were, said Shane. Well, hop in, said the girl. No, 3 moons. I can't leave. We'll get there, said Grandfather. Are you all right, Grandfather? Asked the young girl. We are Lakota. We'll find our way, said Grandfather. Well, see you, brothers, said the white American, getting into the van and driving off. I can't believe you just did that, angered Shane. Would you have left this pony to die? Said Grandfather. No, I would have put the white American on it and wished him good luck, said Shane. Come on, let's go, said Grandfather. So they started their journey. Grandfather rode the horse and Shane helped walk the horse and grandfather was finishing up the story of the red-headed Kiowa. Tahan went into his teepee and gathered his stuff. Sister, I am leaving, said Tahan. You must not, said Toxalot. I will return, but only with the runaway colts, to prove that I am a true Kiowa. If I do not return, remember me always as your brother, said Tahan. So Tahan left to go look for the runaway colts. As he was deep into the canyon, he heard people and then saw bluecoats. Easy there, savage. Hold on there. That's no savage. That's a white Indian. What's your name, boy? Name? Said Tahan. Yeah, you still remember that word. Name? My name is Tahan. That's him. That's the red-headed Kiowa that they talk about at Fort Sill. He is one of us. It will be all right now. Let me take that bow. So they took Tahan's belongings. Tahan quickly dragged his foot, and his moccasin came off so he could leave a trail. Then the scout was looking for the colts also, and he came across Tahan's moccasin. He picked it up and brought it back to the village to show Toxalot, his sister. She took the moccasin and was furious. She got up and walked towards Broken Arrow and threw the moccasin at him and walked away. Tahan had found himself far away from the Kiowa world he once knew. The officers told him he was free now, rescued from captivity. But Tahan knew what freedom was, and where he belonged, and it was not there among the Long Knives. Then Tahan was called to the officer's cabin. You know them better than anyone, Red. If we push them to the river, will they cross or go up to the Cruzada? I can't remember how it was, said Tahan. They are going to surrender to Fort Sill. I'll be pushing them north and off their lands. I need you, Red. I saved your life from the savages. I need you now. They will never go north. They are not cowards like some. I will ride alone to their camp. I will convince. You leave this fort alone. You are one dead red-headed Injun. Am I understood? Come on, son. Show us your rabbit dance. I'll give you Kanye, laughed the officer. Tahan just looked at the officer and left. Back at the Kiowa camp, the warriors were getting ready to make war. When the white eyes come, we will stake ourselves to the soil. Fight till the death, said Broken Arrow. There are too many. We have too many elders and children, said the chief. Then you go north. I stay, and I die, like Kiowa, said Broken Arrow. I am war chief. We go north now. Then Toxalot steps in. Not I. One of us is a prisoner at Fort Sill. Can we move our camp and leave him forever to the white men? Said Toxalot. He is a white man. He is home. I'll fight against him and win his scalp, angered Broken Arrow. This is his home. I know my brother. He is trying to return but cannot, said Toxalot. Tahan was a good warrior. We go north now, said Chief. He's not just a warrior. He's my brother. Will no man raise a war party to go free one of our own? Was not Tahan captured from the whites and raised as one of our own? Has he not hunted with you men, or smoked with the elders? Has he not proved himself loyal to the Kiowas? How many times could he return to the white man? His heart is with us, said Toxalot. Toxalot talks too much, laughed Broken Arrow. Because his blood is not our blood, we turn our backs on him now. If no man will fight for one of our own, then I will, said Toxalot, raising the war axe. I will not run, and I will not stay here to be killed like a dog. I go into the white fire. If I die there. But if I return with Tahan. This woman speaks the truth, said a warrior. So they raised a war party to free Tahan, and when they blew up the fort and killed a few bluecoats, they rode away with Tahan. Did the war chief send a war party for me? Asked Tahan. No, said a warrior. Who did? Asked Tahan. His sister rode up beside him. Forever they would speak of the woman who raised the war party for her brother and brought him back, leading their father's colts. Look, Tahan has returned. The Kiowa welcomes Tahan home with honoring songs. There is no choice now. We must go north now. We will find a good place, said the chief. I stay, and I fight, so the women can reach the north, said Broken Arrow. Then I do also. Who stays with Broken Arrow and fights for the Kiowas? Said Tehun. Tehun, you must go north with us, Worry talks aloud. No, Broken Arrow is right, sister. Someone must stay and keep the whites back, or they will never stop chasing. You must go, have children, and keep the Kiowas strong, said Tehun. You will die there. You will die here, Tehun. You could have lived as a white man, said Broken Arrow. But I am a Kiowa. My sister stood for me, and now I stand for her, said Tehun. Then let us make war, brother. If our blood spills, it spills together, and then returns to the same mother, said Broken Arrow. So Tehun fought for the people his heart belonged to. He truly was a Kiowa, and he passed into history as the great red-headed warrior. Finished Grandfather. Chapter 8. I'm tired of all this walking, said Grandfather. Me too, said Shane. So they stopped and made camp outside, sleeping under the stars with the fire going on a chilly night. Shane grabbed his blanket and wrapped his grandfather in it. Thank you. So many look up there and see stars. I see our ancestors, and I see her, your grandmother. Been a long time since I slept under the sky. Far too long, Shane, said Grandfather. What really happened to my father? Asked Shane. I hear him still, sometimes, singing songs of sadness. He's out there, said Grandfather. Why'd he do it? Why'd he leave us? Asked Shane. He was a warrior once, said Grandfather. Not when I ever knew him, angered Shane. That spirit in the bottle robs everyone, Shane. She's like Aunt Dracula. She'll wrap around you and take you under. Some of us understand that having an enemy gives us a chance to be warriors again. In the days of the grandfathers, when our enemies came, we staked ourselves to the land. We faced whoever and whatever it was that made war against our people. If one of us fell, another one took his place. The question is not why did my son get off the red road. It is who will take his place, and not let the enemy take us down, said Grandfather. You can't go back in time, Grandpa, angered Shane. I'm not talking about going back. I'm talking about right now. Before I leave this world, I want to know that you walk the red road, said Grandfather. Shane sat up and looked up at the sky. I see them, Grandpa. I see the old ones, the way you used to make me see them, said Shane. Yes, they're always there for us, said Grandfather. Then they fell asleep. Shane, wake up. Let's ride. They're waiting for me, said Grandfather. I was dreaming, said Shane. I know, said Grandfather. So they headed on their journey again, walking down the highway. Then a truck pulled up with a horse trailer. Where are you guys headed? To Albuquerque, said Shane. Long way to go. We have room in the horse trailer. We can give you a lift, said the man. No, thank you, but we will make it. We will get there all right. This horse is magic, said Grandfather. Are you sure, sir? That's a long way to go. Then they drove off. I can't believe you just did that. What is wrong with you? Angered Shane. What's wrong with you? Asked Grandfather. We're gonna die out here, angered Shane. Then we will die like warriors, said Grandfather. It's not a good day to die, Grandpa. It's a terrible way to die. It's 100 degrees. We're walking down a highway. There's nothing brave about it. You asked me, I would have took. That's enough. Me, I. That's all I hear from you. There's no word in our language for me. I. Just us. Where did things go wrong? Must be when we stopped listening to the four-legged and the winged ones, the animals. He removed himself from the circle, see? He can't hear the raven no more, said Grandfather. Can you? Angered Shane. Sometimes. Ask him how much further it is to Albuquerque, asked Shane. So they were on their way again. I'm hungry. Maybe the raven will lead us to some buffalo, said Shane. I don't want buffalo. I want a cheeseburger, said Grandfather. Then they spotted a stray cow. Hey, it's a stray, said Shane. He must belong to someone, said Grandfather. We haven't eaten since Santa Fe, said Shane. I got a little bit of cheese spread left somewhere. I can't wait to see this, smiled Grandfather. You have to feed us, cow, said Shane, slowly trying to catch the cow. Then he grabbed the tail, and the cow ran away, dragging Shane behind it. He let go and dusted himself off, and they were headed down the road. Over them bluffs there, that's the road to the powwow. They're waiting for me. We're getting close, if this is the right road. It might be the wrong road, said Grandfather. Might be the wrong road? Oh, I know this place, said Grandfather. Are you sure? asked Shane. Follow that trail. We're getting close, said Grandfather. So they did. They were on the trail, and a couple of camper trailers were on the side, and a couple of dogs came running out to them. Hey, why don't you tell them what us Lakota used to eat dog? Maybe it'll inspire us, smiled Shane. You couldn't catch a cow. How are you going to catch a dog? asked Grandfather. I'll bait him with some cheese bread, smiled Shane. They started laughing. Then a man came out of his trailer to get ready to work outside. Hey, you got any coffee? Yelled Grandfather. How could you do this to me? Angered Shane. We follow the road, that's all, said Grandfather. You set me up. All this time we were headed here? No powwow. You whipped me off. You skunked me, angered Shane, and ran off. Grandson. So Grandfather went up towards the trailer and came inside. Nice trailer house, said Grandfather. It isn't bad. I'm breaking wild horses for a rancher. Susan gets the money, doesn't she? asked Tin Bears. Yeah, but it's only money. They need you back there, said Grandfather. I had to find some work, said Tin Bears. The young man needs his father, said Grandfather. I'm riding it out, Dad. I'm riding that horse out, said Tin Bears. You can't do it alone, said Grandfather. We just drag each other down, said Tin Bears. We can pick each other up, too. Your grandpa once told me one twig might bend, but the bundle of all will always remain strong. This horse you're riding now, we have no power over it. If you can face your defeat and trust in Wankantanka, you'll find your way back to the center. You're not alone on this road, son. Are you going to offer your son something to eat? asked Grandfather. So Tin Bears got up and cooked him something to eat. So he's still on the reservation, yeah? asked Tin Bears. You have to go over there one night. I'd like to win $1 million, said Grandfather. What would you do with $1 million, old man? asked Tin Bears, smoking a cigarette. Buy a sports car. Buy me a young white woman looking for an Indian name, and drive to the All Nations powwow in style. They have a pizza joint on the reservation, too, said Grandfather. He got you all the way here? asked Tin Bears. Yep, said Grandfather. Did he know he was coming? I get it, said Tin Bears. He told me I was taking him to the powwow, angered Shane. You are. It starts when the sun comes up, and we're going, said Grandfather. Maybe we should leave right now, angered Shane. No, the old man's tired. Rest here, go in the morning, said Tin Bears. Great, said Shane. Your mother's still at Lone Man's School, asked Tin Bears. Yeah, what do you care, angered Shane. You know, maybe you should go now. You come here to tell me what I already know, angered Tin Bears. You don't know anything, angered Shane. I didn't know you were coming, said Tin Bears, and I didn't know you were leaving. Once a surprise, always after another, angered Shane. No more surprises, Shane. I gave it to you the way it is. Your old man is no good, so why don't you let him be no good by himself, and not hurt nobody else, said Tin Bears. That's fine with me. That's what I want too, man. I don't need no one to tell me what road to walk, angered Shane. That's enough. I didn't come all this way to listen to this baloney. I made this journey for one reason. The people want to hear the stories. That's all, shouted Grandfather. Like I said, stay the night and rest, and get to the powwow and tell your stupid stories, said Tin Bears. Our stories, son, the ones that are leaving me. Some I can no longer remember. Before I leave this world, I want. You've been saying that for years, Dad. You're like the Energizer rabbit, hand drum and all. Take the bed, Dad. Me and Shane will sleep outside like Indians, said Tin Bears. Chapter 9. It was dark. Shane and his father were sleeping outside and Grandfather was inside the trailer house, getting ready for bed. The old man, he told you stories all the way here, asked Tin Bears. One or two, said Shane. He pulled you on the powwow trails, didn't he? Him and his powwows. Geez. Powwows aren't real, you know. It's just Indians dancing for the white man. Fried bread and bologna, said Tin Bears. Maybe, said Shane. Then why are you doing it? Asked Tin Bears. Because he's my grandfather. It means something to him, said Shane. Then Grandfather started playing his drums and singing. He's gonna go all night, smiled Tin Bears. Oh yeah, smiled Shane. Go with him, Shane. Stay with him. Stay on the red road, said Tin Bears. And leave you down this one, said Shane. Then they fell asleep. Next morning the sun rose up. Talking in your sleep last night, said Tin Bears, pouring the coffee. I was, said Shane, getting up. Yeah, in Indian, smiled Tin Bears. I don't talk Indian, said Shane. You did last night. Take that to Grandpa. Power is starting. You better get on the road, said Tin Bears. Okay, hey, Grandpa, let's ride. I have your coffee, Grandpa, said Shane. Thank you, grandson, said Grandfather. So they drank their coffee and was headed out to the powwow. Oh, Shane, when you get back, we'll be there. I'll be there, said Tin Bears, smiling. Really? Smiled Shane. Yes, said Tin Bears. So they were on their journey again to the All Nations powwow. When they arrived, they looked down on the powwow. They saw lots of people dancing. They headed down towards the powwow. When they arrived, an old woman walked up to Shane and Grandfather. Hey, this is a nice horse, said the old woman. Where did you come from on this horse? South Dakota? You're a Pawnee, asked Shane. Yep, Wolf Clan, said the old woman. To us, a dun horse has medicine. Well, at the giveaway ceremony, I'll call your name and this horse will be yours, said Shane. Thank you, said the old woman. So Shane and Grandfather walked up to a tree with lots of shade and sat down. Grandfather started beating on his drum, and all the kids came running over and sat down. Shall I tell you a story? Shall I tell you how it was told to me by the old ones, to my grandfather's grandfather long ago? This is how it was told to me long ago. Let me tell you, so that you will remember to pass it on to your generation and to the next. The end. That was The Red Road. But goodbye. Remember, always keep Jesus first.